vehane, vegaya vehane, kayo vehane, kaya vehane, kayo vehane, vegaya vehane, kayo vehane, kaya vehane.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here I'm at the Stonebox Indian site right here in Brentwood. And as you can see, this is literally in a neighborhood. And somebody's house back here. The little Harpeth River. The Harpeth River splits off in a few little tributaries, and it's running right behind this property. And there's a little lake on the other side, so you can see why the ancient Native Americans stayed here. The really interesting thing about this spot here is how they buried their dead, and they took limestone from the rivers, like kind of like the stones you see on this wall, and they actually made like a stone box burial cases for their dead, and they're scattered all over this area. Still many to be found. This was a big city right here. This wasn't a small place. A lot of Native Americans lived like right here. This was their spot, and now it's a neighborhood. And I find that kind of weird. You know, you think about like Europe and stuff, and ancient Rome, and how things have just been built on top of each other and on top of each other, and Israel and all that, and you've lost so much history. Well, here in America, we have this ancient history here that we're slowly building on top of it. There's only been like one neighborhood here now, so there's still a lot of stuff under the ground that would help us understand why they mysteriously disappeared. We don't know. We can go to the moon, and Elon Musk can send rockets to space, but we don't know why these Native Americans disappeared from here. And nobody's really studying this and doing much about it. If they were, all of this would have been checked out and excavated, but they haven't. Another cool thing is James Crockett, who the land grant. James Crockett is the son of Davy Crockett, famously a famous Tennessean who lost his life at the Battle of Alamo in Texas, and that was all from James Polk. James Polk, our 11th president, said we're taking Texas, and sent the army to go fight, and Davy Crockett went and died there at the Alamo. But his son here, James Crockett, owned all this land. And I don't know if he knew this was an ancient Native American town. Probably not. I just find it strange how they mysteriously disappeared. But this is the spot here. And here's the thing: when you see mounds in the Middle Tennessee area, they probably are Native American burial mounds. And we need to conserve those. We need to study them. We need to learn about it.
Kaya vehane, kayo vehane, vegaya vehane, kayo vehane, kaya vehane, kayo vehane, vegaya vehane, kayo vehane.
Now this stone wall, I love the stone walls. They're all around Tennessee. They remind me of those old stone walls that I saw when I was in Scotland, in the Northern Highlands. These same kind of stone walls are just for miles and miles in Scotland. And I really, really love just looking at them and thinking about the time and effort that it took to build these stone walls like this. Really amazing. And once again, over there you see some buttercups. Whenever you see that pile of buttercups, something's probably growing under there. So this is the Stonebox Indian site, and pretty interesting. Now, if you see, what I find crazy is I'm standing in the middle of the road in a neighborhood in Brentwood, Tennessee, and it's just like right here is an ancient Native American site, and a community neighborhoods built on top of it. It makes you think of that movie Pet Sematary, where they had the ancient Native American burial ground, and they would come back to life. It's like I wonder how many people in this neighborhood know that maybe their house is on top of an archaeological site, because it probably is. Okay, I'm on the other side now where that house just was. Here's on the other side of it, and you see there's a little lake here, and there's actually no access to it. It's just access to the houses here. But this lake was there when the Native Americans were here. The little Harpeth River runs right through it and runs out of it. So this whole neighborhood here and all this area, man, I'm telling you, if you got a few feet under the ground, you would really start to find some artifacts, and that would maybe help explain the disappearance of that type of Native American, because the Mississippian Native Americans in this area were here for thousands of years, and from the 14 to the 1700s, they slowly started to disappear, and their whole way of life, their whole lifestyle and culture disappeared too, and then became the next generation of these Native Americans. And this area right here was mostly all Cherokee and Chickasaw Native Americans were all living here, and this was their hunting grounds. And it's just crazy to me to think that there's neighborhoods on top of all of this stuff, and I guess that's capitalism.
Kaya vehane, kayo vehane, kaya vehane, kayo vehane, vegaya vehane, kayo vehane.